leading the way, 37 points. He scored 25 points in 14 straight home playoff games. Also concerning here for the Thunder, Jalen Williams left in the third quarter because of a left hamstring injury. If you recall, he missed multiple weeks during the regular season because of a right hamstring injury, so certainly some concern there for OKC moving forward. They take a 2-0 series lead, and turnovers continue to be the story in this series. Get some instant analysis. Welcome in CBS Sports HQ NBA analyst John Gonzalez. And John, really, the OKC Thunder just outclassing the Phoenix Suns once again here in Game 2. They have now scored 56 points off of 41 turnovers in 2 games, and that continues to be the trend.
Yeah, they're a machine, right? I mean, that's how they live. That's how they eat. Game 1, 19 turnovers that they convert to 34 points. Tonight, 22 for 22. And it just puts the Suns up against it because they don't have the talent and the depth that the Thunder do anyway. And when they're committing that many turnovers and it's instant offense, those live ball turnovers are an absolute killer for the Suns. And it's not the Suns' fault because this is what the Thunder do. They turn everybody over. They were number 1 in creating turnovers and points off of turnovers last year, and they are again this season. And that's just how they operate, right? Because they have so many long, rangy defenders that can get up into your jersey. And you mentioned Jalen Williams, and we'll keep an eye on, what happens with him with that hamstring. Don't forget that he missed 49 games this season, but he's one of those guys. SGA is one of those guys. And then they come at you in waves with, their deep bench, and it's Lou Dort, and it's Cason Wallace, and it's Alex Caruso, and they just absolutely suffocate you on that end, and they don't really give you a chance. And the Suns, they only, and I'm doing air quotes here, lose by 13 tonight. At one point, they cut it to 10. You saw Matt Ishbia there, the Suns owner, and he was clapping like they were in the game. They were never in that game. They were never going to win in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City has the best home court advantage of any team in the entire league. Only 7 home losses all season. It wasn't going to be 8 tonight.
OKC's 40th straight playoff game, forcing 10 or more turnovers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they won the title last season. That's why they are on track to win it again this year, trying to be the first team to do so since the 2017-2018 Warriors to repeat. Look, you mentioned Jalen Williams. He leaves in the third quarter because of the hamstring injury. You noted that he missed multiple weeks during the regular season because of a right hamstring injury. There's certainly concern there, but if any team can deal with a player of this magnitude going down, it's the Thunder.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right, because they already did it during the regular season. And again, he missed over half the year with the other hamstring strain. Now we'll see how bad this one is. Hopefully it's not that bad. You don't want to ever see anybody get hurt. But the Thunder are, without question, the deepest team in the NBA. If the Suns suffered an injury to one of their 3 best players, they'd be cooked. They're cooked anyway. But with the Thunder, you look at it and go, all right, well, we still have the reigning MVP, about to be 2-time MVP. Chet Holmgren was fantastic defensively tonight. He's their, if he's not their second best player, he's their third best player. And on any other year, if Victor Wembanyama didn't exist, he would be the defensive player of the year. And then they have so many different ways that they can beat you, right? Because take Jalen Williams out of it, my suspicion is that A.J. Mitchell slides into that role. But on nights when they want extra defense, it'll be Lou Dort and Cason Wallace. They'll double up on those guys, or potentially more Alex Caruso minutes. The other Jalen Williams, J. Will. When Jalen Williams, J-Dub, was out earlier this season, Jalen Williams, J. Will stepped in, and he looked like a world beater and was knocking down 3-pointers at a really efficient rate. So Mark Daigneault has so many different guys that he can throw at you, and they're going to want Jalen Williams back sooner than later. The guy made all NBA last season. He's really, really good. He's a fantastic defender. But this is a team that can withstand that if he's going to miss some time.
Do the Suns get a game?
No. No, I mean, and tonight's a good example of why, right? They really only have 3 guys right now, right? Devin Booker, he was pretty good tonight, 50% from the floor. Dylan Brooks had a fantastic game. He goes for 30 points. He fouls out because that's what Dylan Brooks does. He can't help himself. He had to have the extra foul, the 6th foul against SGA at the end just to make whatever kind of point Dylan Brooks wants to make. But he has made them better this season. But then you get your third guy there, Jalen Green, who's been hit or miss. He's also missed a bunch of time this season. He was actively bad tonight. You can't win when all 3 of those guys aren't just supernova hot from the floor against this Thunder team. And tonight, Jalen Green was 8 for 23 from the floor. He made only 1 of his 8 3-pointers. And on top of that, we talked about all those turnovers. He had 7 of them. So, this team is not built to get past Oklahoma City, and they're not built to even steal a game off of them. This is going to be a sweep.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about them being a machine. Since the start of last postseason, 12 of their 18 wins have come via double digits. Another one here against the Suns in Game 2. Series will shift to Phoenix on Saturday. John Gonzalez here with us on CBS Sports HQ as you take a look at the remaining series schedule. And according to John, we don't even need to put Game 5, 6, or 7 on there. It's going to be over on Monday night in Phoenix. But they got to play a Game 3. They got to play a Game 4 as the series shifts to the desert.
They got a good crowd there. They've shown a resilience. Dylan Brooks has been great for them. And when Dylan Brooks plays well for the Suns have been good.
For a second there, I thought you were calling the series. I was like, dang, Robin, that's ice cold.
Yeah.
Then I picked it up.
Yeah.
The series goes to Phoenix.
Oh, that's what
like,
you
wow.
said, yeah. I'm going to stick with what I said to start the series.
How do you mind the brew?
We go that way.
Nobody sweeps like that.
It's been a minute. I'll tell you, it's been a minute, man. I'm sorry.
Housekeepers are doing the Lord's work.
Well, we got electronics now that can just turn it on and they
Roomba.
go. Yeah, they go sweep themselves. I got.
You shouldn't get a Roomba. The Roombas are filming your house. They're mapping out your house and everything.
Oh, is that right?
Well, if the Suns want to avoid a sweep, even a robo one at that, what do they need to do? Like, what's the game script here?
Win Game 3. They got to win Game 3. If they don't get Game 3, it's a sweep and it's over. And they have to, because I doubt that Jalen Williams is going to be back by then, which the game will be Saturday. So it's a necessary game. Phoenix has great home court advantage. They get really ruckus out there during the playoffs. So I expect them to put up a fight, but this is championship DNA. This is championship pedigree. OKC Thunder, they're hungry. They're a tenacious team. And you look at if they are able to get past the Phoenix Suns in 4 games, I would think, even though the Lakers are up 2-0, I still think Houston's going to get some games and make that a series. So OKC has a chance to take care of business, then be able to rest for LA or Houston. So again, I'm sticking with my initial prediction, OKC sweep.
It might be beneficial to get the 1 seed. Maybe that's why they did that. You see what I'm saying? I just figured that out right now. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, that's why that's so important. Oh, okay. Yeah. Home court throughout.
Yeah, right. And then, the Spurs, supposing they beat Portland, they're going to have to face Denver or Minnesota. This is...
Yeah, that's...
There's layers to this.
They're a sneaky team.
There's layers to this. If you are the Suns, who are you looking at to really step up to have a chance in this series?
Their big 3 have been big. I don't know if they've been big enough. I think they need more from those guys. Common has been an X factor for them.
The rapper?
No, they're there for their center.
Oh, okay.
I'm always going to shout the center.
I did by default think of...
They have, the Thunder have Hardenstein out there. They got Chet Holmgren out there.
Yes.
So if they can get Common to, contribute even more for them on both ends of the floor, I think that'll be really big for the Suns.
Yeah. Common is a real basketball fan. That's my guy there.
Common was in
the rapper that
he was in a romantic
Chicago.
He was in a romantic comedy with Queen Latifah where he played for the New Jersey Nets.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that movie. That's right.
Back to back.
Yeah, shout out to Common out there. I think Devin Booker needs to have an explosive game. I'm talking about darn near close to a 40-point.
Yeah.
He hasn't yet inserted himself. I think Jalen Green has been getting his shots up. So you got Jalen Green with 8 of 23 from the field today. Dylan Brooks had a good game, 12 of 23. Devin Booker, 7 of 14. Booker has to get more shots.
Yeah.
He has to get more shots up. He's deferring a lot in this series. I don't like it. I don't think it bodes well for them as a team if they want to have a chance.
I don't like it,
having an upset. Yeah, thank you. I agree with you. I agree with you. He needs to get more shots up. He's the #1 guy.
Exactly that.
He has to get shots up like the #1 guy.
God damn it.
He's the center. He's the tent pole of this squad. So it is actually a little surprising, especially when you quantify it with the actual numbers at this point in the season. We've heard Coach Fizz call him a professional scorer. You got to be more efficient than that.
Yeah, exactly. I think Brandon Ingram, he's, people People had some interesting things to say about Brandon Ingram, the fact that he didn't get enough shots up in that first game. And he talked about, hey, I was being used as a screener. The one thing about being a number one player is there may be a game plan where a coach wants you to execute and play a certain way.
Sure.
But you as a number one player, you get to dictate what really goes on out there. If you really want to, you know, a lot of point guards who handle the ball, the coach say, hey, go up there and draw, you know, run this play and do that. And he'll be like, okay. And then when he get on the court, he tells the player, no, you go do that.
Then
you go
pulls
do
an
that.
analysis.
Yeah,
right.
When you have the ball, you can make those audibles. You can make those calls. So Devin Booker has to do that. I don't know what they're telling him to play. I don't know if they're saying play, you know, do not play selfish. Make sure you're getting your team involved. But this is not the type of Devin Booker that's going to be able to get a win.
Damn Suns coaching staff, what are they thinking?
Well,
what are they doing?
It can't be this coach staff too. It got to be
Probably
Booker.
the fans.
Yeah, he's also have to.
It got to be Booker's mindset. But whatever, that 14 shots, not enough.
No.
Damn fans.
All right, so let's give out some flowers or some hardware, if you will. Keldon Johnson, he was announced Wednesday night as the NBA